Hey guys, welcome to our second series on habits. It's super cool to have you. My name is Ross Griffin. I want to just ask you guys to stay tuned for the end of this video where Mtoko is going to be giving us an announcement about where Precipice is going in the future, what we'll be up to, and what you guys have to look forward to in the future. It's going to be super quick, so we'd really appreciate it if you stay tuned for that. Now let's dive in. Today we're talking about habits, and what I'd like to do in this video is sort of give you guys a rough overview of what habits are and a framework of how we can stick to the good habits and break away from the bad habits. Now, what is a habit? A habit is something that we do on autopilot, something you don't really have to think about. And a good thing to do is you can think about the first thing you do after you wake up. That's either a good habit or a bad habit. Now, think about it. The first thing I do when I wake up is brush my teeth. That's something that I do on a daily basis and I don't have to think about it, and it's a fairly good habit. The point I'm trying to make is we all have habits in our daily lives that we do on autopilot. It's things that we do without even thinking. And that's the beautiful thing about habits. Imagine we could build habits that slowly build us into the person that we dream about being in the future without even having to think about it. James Clear says, good habits are like casting a vote for the person you dream to be. So that's why we need habits. And we did an entire video series about goal setting, but that brings us to our first point of our framework. The first point in this framework is you need to have a good goal. Now, you cannot have a good habit without having a good goal, and you cannot reach your goals without having good habits that allow you to reach those goals. So I'm not going to labor this point too much. If you want to learn more about goals, I'd strongly recommend you go watch our previous 3 videos as part of our goal setting series. The second point in our whole habits framework is that you need to have the right environment. James Clear calls this being the architect of our environment. He says so many people are the victims of their environments and not the architects. What does this mean? This means that if, for example, you are addicted to watching TV, and many people are, instead you could take the remote for your TV and put it in a drawer in another room. This would mean you'd have to walk to that room to watch TV. Some people go even further. You could physically take your TV off the wall and turn it around and put it on the floor, for example, making it really difficult to watch TV. Again, you could just get rid of the TV in the first place and you'd never have the ability to watch TV. This is what being the architect of your environment means. And you can do it with good habits too. Say, for example, you want to build a habit of reading before bed. When you make your bed in the morning, you can put your book on your pillow. So it's there waiting for you. You see, when we have less barriers to entry, we're more likely to do what we intend to do. The third thing in our whole habit framework is showing up. You see, guys, we have to master the art of showing up. And what this means is not diving into the deep end when we say we want to create a new habit. If I want to read more books, I'm not going to try to read a book a day. If I want to try gym more, I'm not going to go to gym for 2 hours on my first day. This is the reason so many people fail at their New Year's resolutions. It's because they dive in the deep end and they never master the art of showing up. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on something called habit streaking. We're going to try never miss a day, or if it's a weekly thing, never miss a week. What this does is it trains us to show up and perform that habit. And lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to reward ourselves. There's no use in doing a habit that you don't enjoy if you don't get any enjoyment out of it eventually. So let's take something like gym, for example. Many people don't enjoy going to the gym. So what we can do is we can take going to the gym and we can tack something that we find enjoyable onto that habit. What this means is, if I find watching Netflix, for example, enjoyable, I could say I will only watch Netflix after I've gone to the gym. what this does is it makes going to the gym so much more enjoyable. I'm just going to recap what we've spoken about today. Today we've spoken about what a habit is, why it's important, and we've looked at a framework that's going to help us to create good habits or break the bad habits. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and please just stay tuned. Mtoko has got an announcement for us straight after this.
Hey, what's up guys, I'm Mtoko Met here. So I have an announcement for Precipice. So for the past couple of weeks, you have joined us and you've come with us on a journey where we were releasing short videos on a weekly basis discussing certain topics. So today you've seen the video on habits, and so this is the announcement we have to make. As from this Saturday, we will be launching a podcast. So we're moving away from releasing videos on Instagram, but we're going to be releasing podcasts on our website and also on Apple Music and Spotify. So I wonder if you could join us as we go on this new journey and see how this could work for us and how we can in there try to redefine what success is for you and I and become better people.